then for the first time you look around and the beauty of nature is revealed.
Seems very poignant, doesn't it? You know, that he says you look around for the first time and nature is revealed. How ironic is that? You know, given what everybody's going through at the minute with this COVID-19, you know, the planet seems to be enjoying it. Anyway, we're not here to talk about planet philosophy. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube, and that's not deliberate, but I've always said to you that I'm not here to spam your inbox with stuff. And the idea is that if I'm going to put a video together, then it's going to be hopefully useful. That's the general idea. You know, like there's people out there that are just chucking junk out there every week, and they're, you know what I mean, they're just chucking stuff out there because they can. Now, I could have chucked a video out every bloody day, to be honest. You know, I could have discussed candles, I could have discussed anything. Oh, by the way, that music in the background is by one man, I think. He's called Man of No Ego, and the track's called Blinkers Removed. It's video, it's off YouTube, and it's linked in the description, so enjoy it. Definitely buy the albums. The guys, for me, works great. I listen to this a lot when I'm trading. I don't know why, it just helps me. But I haven't actually been trading that much because I recently, basically I didn't blow the account up, but I took such a hit. I thought, you know what, it's took you ages to grow that account like that. You need to get a grip. So I've been working quite a bit on where I went wrong and how I went wrong. And do you know what the biggest thing that I did? I listened to other people. That has cost me more than anything else, listening to other people. I know that sounds ironic because I'm not actually telling you to listen to me. What I'm telling you is not to listen to anybody else. Use what you've got, the information you've got. But once you've got what you've got and it works for you, the strategy, then you need to sort of forget everybody else, forget everything, just focus on trading what you see. Okay, so what I've been doing is I had a spell where I tried to use an indicator or two, and I've got to be honest with you, it probably cost me more than it was ever going to make me. The thing that's making me money, again, is it's just a bare chart, as you can see, really. You know, I put my clever levels on every now and then, just to see where I am with them and where they are. But I'm trying to do without anything other than horizontal markings, really. I don't even put trend lines in. I can see the trend anyway. I don't really need it to be. The thing is with the trend line, I found if I draw a line anywhere on a chart, I tend to expect the price to respect it. So if I had the pivots on there, and I've traded with pivots in the past, and I've traded with ADR and the ADR high and low bounces and all that, and I found that when it gets there, I actually expect it to do something. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to force the market to do what I want it to do, but you can't do that. The market does what it wants to do, and you just have to try and jump on that gravy train. That's about all I can say. So anyway, what I've done is I don't really trade currencies now. I've stopped trading currencies altogether. For the time being, it's not that they're not tradable. I'm just having more success with the indices. Like you can see on the charts, we've got the FTSE, and I've got the Dow Jones, which is the US 30, and I've got the DAX, which is the German 30. But I also, on the smaller account, because I'm trying to grow my account again. This is me preparing for my prop trading career on the chart that you can see at the minute, and I've just got through again. But I'm not confident enough to sort of go for that final stage, because I don't really want to go to the final stage of evaluation until I'm absolutely confident that I can get through 2 or 3 of these pre-trials. I'll tell you more about that when I sort of get to the point where I think, you know, I'm confident in what I'm doing, to tell you about it. I hope that music's not too loud in the back. I'll just turn it down a little bit. Right, so I'm going to talk about market structure, because that's what I've been using to trade. It's working. It takes patience. So this is the big word now. The big word that you have to remember is patience. You cannot chase the market. I basically forced my account. I overtraded it. I forced it. And I forced it because I was I was almost at the point where I would earn my living full time from trading. And in doing that, I forced the trades. When really, if I'd have just waited another 3 months, it would have been just fine anyway. That said, the strategy had holes in it. I knew it had holes in it. I'd said to my partner here, I'd said, look, I'm doing all right, but this strategy I'm pretty sure is just gonna go bang at some point. So, and it did, and I was right. If I'd have listened to myself, you know what I mean. Anyway, it's a disaster story, but it's nowhere near the disaster this COVID-19 is causing. For many, many, many people, and my heart goes out to all those people that are suffering with it. So far here, we've been quite lucky. Although I think I experienced this illness in February. I was just around Valentine's weekend. Was it Valentine's weekend or the week after Valentine's? I was really, really ill. My son was really ill. Then my daughter caught it and my wife caught it. And I mean, seriously, in bed for 2 days, didn't move. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's talk about trading, because that's why you're here. First of all, this is what I was trading the weekend, this Friday. So what I'm going to show you is just what I did on Friday, and then we'll go through some currencies as well if you want. I don't really want to mess with these 3 charts because these are my everyday charts at the moment, so I don't really want to touch those too much. So what you can see, this is Friday between this line here and this line here and this line here and this line here. So, and I picked these because A, I traded them, and B, they're really good examples of the structure that I'm looking for. So as you can see, these 3 pretty much, let me just bring those back. So now they're all synchronized. They move pretty similar. One will tend to lead the other, maybe. There are differences, but generally they'll move pretty similar. And you're thinking, well, why would you want 3 that move the same? Well, here's why. You can see it perfectly on this. So I've got these couple of levels here that I've marked up. As you can see, I put the box around them, the wicks particularly, and just because they were big wicks in this case, it was a big bounce area. I actually traded this bounce. Was it this one? No, it was in here, wasn't it? Hang on a second, see if I can find it. Because the day before I bought this back, I bought this here. I haven't got marked up. See there? So I actually just did it. It was just sort of, because it came down so quick, I thought, you've got a bounce. So I literally just bought this. And I was out. That was it. Because I thought, well, here's the top. See this bottom here. So I got out there. Right, but let's talk about these trades, because these are nice and clear. And you can go and look through your charts now, and you can be able to, you better go, right, I see it now. But I'll show you in some other charts. Oh, God, do you know, it's been ages since I've done a video, and I already feel like I'm going on too much. Please, forward fast, go to the end. Then you'll miss the information, though. Sorry, I'll have a slurp of tea. You know, this is very British, you know. Hello there. Ah, yes, another good slurp. Hopefully that music's not... It's a lovely bit of music. I mean, it's like really relaxing, and I love that boom, boom, boom on that. Anyway, back to this. Right, so what you can see is we've got these 2 bottoms. They appear here as well. This is the overnight, obviously. And these 2 bottoms here, they're sort of like multiple bottoms, if you like. Now that's like what probably a lot of people think, oh, that's going to be a W, let's buy it, double bottom. No, not today. So what we're going to do is we're not going to try and predict the market, because we can't. So, and I've realised that at my expense, obviously. I built that account up. I tell you what, it was like, I almost gave up, and I thought, no, you are right on the edge. So I didn't give up. And here's why. Because there is always a way. And that's what I've lived by for all my life. There is always a way. So these 2 bottoms here, I marked them up on the FTSE. I happen to mark them up here as well. I mean, this is the Asian session. I wouldn't have been trading this. I'd have saw this in the morning. So I just put a mark there, and I think, oh, well, if it gets in there. So once it's clear of it, then I'm thinking, right, if you come back in here, I'm in. And this line is halfway. I've just placed these lines. These are trend lines, by the way. And what I do is turn the ray off. See? So if you put that ray on, it'll carry on forever. Turn it off. So it's just double click on the line, right click on your trend line properties. turn the ray off. I did do a video about this before, but I just thought while we're on this video. So I just use these to mark where I'd want to get in. Now I have in the past put limit orders there. And it's not a bad idea to put the limit order there. That music sounds loud. Let's turn it down. It's not a bad idea to put the limit orders there. So if you feel like doing it, do it. And then I put the stop at the next swing high. Now normally I would get out. I'd go for like a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward. But because of this previous support area here, look, see, boom, boom. I thought I'm going to get out here, and this is where I got out. So it wasn't the best trade in the world, that one, but it was enough. Risk reward wise, we've got, if anybody can see this, it wasn't a 2 to 1, it wasn't a 1 to 1, so it's like 1.8 to 1, which was pretty good. Now we took this trade because this one didn't deliver, so I'm looking to see which one's going to deliver. You see, so we've got these two in sync, and the DAX was shut on Friday, so we didn't have that to choose from. So what I would normally do is mark up all three and take the one that gives me the option. They're all about the same size. Now this is quite a big heavy trade, but this is a 50k account I've been trading with, so that's alright to trade this. If your account's small, rather than trade the US 30, trade the S&P 500, because you can, it's 10 times less basically. So, like on my own account, I would be trading the S&P 500. Right. So you can see what we've got there: reasonable risk reward, and this is the Fibonacci I use to measure that. And what I try and do is get out here. I know I'm not going to risk that. I'm not going to risk this break. Although I wish I had. Obviously, it did it, but that was just me. I mean, maybe I should have just trailed the stop. I should have just waited for it to pull back or something, but I didn't. I took the money and I ran because it was Friday, and to be honest, around 4 o'clock Friday, 3 o'clock Friday, I'm looking to just shut down for the weekend. As a prop trader, you can't have your positions open over the weekend anyway, so I'm kind of disciplining myself, if you know what I mean, and that's okay. I did okay that day because there were several trades I added to the tickets and all sorts. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but just as a one ticket trade, it would have paid off. Okay? So that's that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and give you some more examples, hopefully, on a full-size chart. Let's try this one. I marked a couple up. So this is zoomed right back. It's a 15-minute chart. I mean, that's kind of like a whole range. It's actually, if you want to be specific, it's doing that. But honestly, I don't bother with any of that. Just don't bother with it. See, if it touches that line, I'm expecting it to do something, and it doesn't there, and it would have stopped me out. So this is actually what I'm waiting for, is a break and a retest. Now you've got two options at this one. This one doesn't make it where I like to be, which is halfway between the overall area I've marked. I mean, I could have marked that deeper perhaps, and then it would have been a touch, but I'm not forcing the trades here. I'm just showing you how to draw them. So what you've got is this area of lows, bang, 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 bang. Obviously it didn't get there. I mean, this is really the area where you should have probably got in, but that isn't how I'm trading. This is where I'd have got in. If I'd have had my limit order there and I've had my stop there, I'd got two chances to get in. They were both outside of my normal trading hours, but this is just for demonstration purposes, and let's just have a look where we go. Risk reward wise, 2.5 to 1 so far. This could well bounce down again, but this is where the patience comes in. So you've seen these levels, and I use my zone extender on here, which is on one of my videos somewhere. If you look for the zone extender, there's a zone extender pro version which tells you how many pips this box is. So the stop's up here. I mean, this is, you need to calculate your lot size for this, obviously. And what I've been doing is using the lot size calculator script. I haven't really got that available at the minute, so unfortunately. Anyway, we'll just have to carry on with this chart thing for now. This is the first thing. You can backtest this then, can't you? You could actually, if you're on a demo or something, or even live, as long as it's small enough and you're willing to take the risk, just put a sell limit in or something. And then put your stop at that price, modify it once you've got your limit in. See what I mean? And then just wait several days. In this case, it was one, because you didn't get your fill there. It's come all the way down here. And if you'd have saw this coming back up, you'd have thought, this has got to bounce. It's got to bounce. It's got to bounce at least some. But then would you have got out there? Who knows? But actually, look at this. Let's just prove the point here. So, I didn't spot this when I was drawing these in. I don't trade these pairs. Okay, so let's make this bigger so everybody can see this clearer as a bell. We've got 2 areas that have been 2 times tested this area. There you go. I missed this on Friday, obviously. So this is where we're looking for, halfway in the box. Stop above the recent swing high, which is there, just above it. Let's see if we got any money out of that trade. I haven't drawn those very level, have I? So that made a 2.5 to 1. So that seems to be a reasonable ratio to aim for, 2.5 to 1. I mean, you'd have to be right probably about 40-something% of the time, wouldn't you, to win that, which is feasible. I mean, if you run these stops tighter, I don't know if you get whipped out a lot, because it'll often just pop outside this area. I mean, you could even put your entry at the top. Maybe it would just get a touch on that one. But I prefer to go in the middle because they don't always make it all the way across. So that's what I found in back tests anyway. But this is currencies. I'm not trading currencies at the minute, so I am literally just focusing on those indices and just waiting. Patience is the key at the minute. Patience is actually the essential part of trading. Alright, so got this one here. That didn't win. That didn't get a touch either. And you've got the same thing happening there. It didn't get a touch there. And this is, if you're one of those people who can watch lots and lots of currencies, then fill your boots, Just look left, just zoom right back. Oh, by the way, I just use the plus and minus keys on the numeric keypad to zoom in there. So that's as far back as I can go. And you're just looking for these areas that have been tested. Just like these 2 here. So doubly tested that, then it broke, come back. We didn't get a fill. But it would have been, I mean, I suppose if you're into candlesticks and that, you might think, oh, I'm going to have that. But then wouldn't you have had that one? Do you see what I mean? You've got to wait. I mean, this is what's caught me out. I've traded candlestick patterns before like this. The amount of times they've caught me out because I thought, oh, it looks like it's going down, look. And it hasn't. Or going up. Like these things here, these hammers. They're supposed to be a reversal and it's in a range, so that's a stop out. If you'd have been using candlestick patterns, you've got to wait for this area, then maybe look at a candle. It's not saying this won't come back down and hit this area again and then go. You see what I mean? So if you just wait, this didn't get a fill obviously, but this might. I mean, let's make this full size. There you go. Look, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to get, because I'm starting to bore myself now. Oh, right. Here's one that you got to fill on. You see what I mean about it popping just outside the box? So we've got this area, this whole area here, the flag rejection and support, if you like. So does that mean it's going to go up because it's support? You see what I'm saying here? This market works different to what everybody's been telling me in the past anyway. So I'm just ignoring any kind of support generally. I even closed the trade because I thought it was support, and it looked like it was support, and it still and it cost me money. But anyway, it done the same here on this one. What's this? This is the pound US dollar. I mean, it's in a downtrend on the 15-minute. I mean, you could use a bias from a higher time frame, but I'll be honest with you, because you're on a 15-minute, if you're looking at the macros, you're going to be waiting till you get down here, and I'm an intraday trader. So, that's it, really. Let's have a look at the ratio on this one. So, look. So, where do we get? So, there's 2.1. This is actually just touching 3 to 1, but at that time of night. But 2.5 to 1, that looks good. I maybe even have to add that level in to my fibs. Oh, by the way, these fibs, I've just got loads of levels in. Let's see. That percent dollar puts the price in. So, if you want to set your prices, and so -1 and 1, because these go both ways if you notice, just in case I draw the fib the wrong way. -3, so 3 is 2.1, and then -2 because it's going the other way. and so on. Really, just draw them in. I'll just leave that on the screen. If I leave the so I guess if you put minus 2.5, it would be 2.5 to 1, wouldn't it? So we could try that. Should we try it? Oh, we'll have to add it, won't we? Minus 2.5, 2.5. And we'll just go, just so we can see if it exists, 2.5 for 1. Oh, there it is, look, see. So that's appeared. We could add the price to that as well, couldn't we? So we add the price. I think it's % dollar if I remember right. The only thing is with this is that you have to. Oh, wait a minute. I figured get the spacing right because see I've got them all level. That's OCD for you, that isn't it? See, so I'll have to put some more spaces there to get that level. Because I've got that kind of OCD. Alright, Ada, now calm down. Tommy Shelby here. You'll be alright. We've got a plan. Trading plan. That's what we need, a trading plan. Peaky Blinders. Series 5 left me a little bit cold, gotta say you. Why's that music loud? It sounds loud in my earphones. I hope I've got to re-record this video. God, that would just drive me crazy. Alright. Next pair then. Pound yen. Same again. Couple of levels here. See them. See these levels here. See. Bounced. It's only a little pullback, but it's still support. And it's come back into it. And it's sold off. I don't think that could still have more mileage in it, but like I say, weekend trades, forget it. That it made 2 if you'd have hung on for 2. But let's face it, on a Friday night, you'd take 1 and go out for a beer, wouldn't you? Normally, obviously, not the moment. Euro dollar, there's one that's not got filled yet. And actually, the scary thing here is, I'd probably ignore this if I were you because it looks like we've got a head and shoulders forming. And quite likely we're going to have something like this go on. And then it's coming right down. Probably, anyway. Depends. It's not going to come straight down like that because it never does it? Let's face it. It always wiggles on the way, doesn't it? Let's just get rid of these triangles. And I've got rid of my box now. Doesn't matter. I only put, you know what? I only put these on here for you. So, Euro pound. See, there's the break area. It didn't even get close, did it? But if you look on the way up, look. This kind of broke, pulled back. Broke, pulled back. I mean, they're very subtle. All the way up this massive day trend today. And then this is, I think overall, this is in a downtrend. Let's have a look. See, it's in a downtrend. Well, it's actually consolidating now. But I'm surprised this level here, around 86 and a half, 86, yeah, about 87. So look, 86.9. So this level here, there's some mileage. When this breaks, I think actually if I put the clever levels on, was it this one? Oh, I've got too many on there. Let's just zoom in a bit. That's the H4, that's why. So when that level breaks, there's a good clear... Hang on, that's not the level, is it? The level's down there. Oh, God. I don't know if I can do this now. Not without a ticking chart. I can move it a bit. So this is the level here. It's been hit that many times. Yeah, I thought there's not this one. I thought there was a big gap underneath it. Obviously there isn't, so... I do apologise for that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that level mark because there's nothing I would like more as a Brit to short that. Whether I ever will, I don't know because I'm so focused on these FTSEs and the Dow Jones particularly is where I'm trading. But I'll take the FTSE if it comes, if it touches, if I get what I'm looking for there. I'll take that as well. Take anything. Right. Do you know what? I think I've said enough about that. So here's the key element of this. What we're looking for is a break and a retest. It's dead simple. And you need to buy it or sell it, and you need to make sure you've got your stop there. And you need to know all this before the price gets there. Are you going to get in if it goes there? And if you are, where are you going to put your stop? And the rest will manage itself, because you'll either come out at something like this because, like me, you got scared, or you'll hold on to it and you'll trade it down like now you'd have your stop here. If you were holding over the weekend. Well, there could be a massive gap down and you could wish you had, and I might wish I had, but I can't. I can't actually hold over the weekend. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I hope's useful to you guys. Right, so if you look in the video description, there'll be a link to the music that you can hear in the background, which is my Zen music, as my wife calls it when she comes in. Oh, you've got the Zen sounds on, man. Yeah, I'm like totally bodacious, dude. Let's like buy and sell some stocks. Anyway. All right, listen, I'm really, really sorry. It's been that long since I've done a video. It's just been ages, and I think I was a little bit bent out of shape when I give my account a big spanking. But I'm back in the game now. Like I said, I'm doing this prop trading thing. I'll be sharing more information about that at some point. Don't wait up for my videos. I only put them out when there's something interesting, or try to make it interesting. Something worthwhile. Really speaking, there's enough information there for you to go and earn a living. But you must wait. Let the market come to your area and then enter, or put your limit order there and just go to sleep and let the hell happen. You can even put a target at 2.5 to 1, couldn't you? I think hopefully you got that Fibonacci thing as well. The trend line thing was in there. So I think we're pretty much done. Oh, there was one more thing. If you're still here, I hope you are. This is an interesting article, and this article is also linked in the video. And basically, it's on about the Instagram scammers. I actually had a guy from Telegram. Oh, I wonder if I've got that still. Oh, I think it'll work. I had a guy from Telegram say to me, I want to trade your money for you. And I went, oh, right, yeah, okay. Can you send me an investor account link so I can look at your performance? And he did. And it was as bent as a 9-bob note. And with any luck, I'm going to show you that. No, I ought to do another video about that. Yeah, okay, I'll do a video on the Telegram traders. That's what I'll call it. Telegram traders. So look out for that. I'll try and do that in the next few days. And just see, just so that you know out there's people on Telegram trying to manage your money who are absolutely full of crap. It's as simple as that. Anyway, this article is some flash geezer who's pretending to be a trader or whatever. You know what I mean? He's doing this look at me for trading kind of thing. You can hire these cars, by the way, and the money you get back from the scams is probably worth it. It must be, because they've done it. All right, okay. That's enough of that. That article's linked. Everything's in the description, so go to the description of the video. And stay safe, everybody. And I hope, nobody close to you has been affected by this virus. Y'all take care. Just remember, the planet's really enjoying itself. Let's chill, man. Oh, yeah. I'm chilling. I'm so chilling. I got ice on my legs, you know what I'm saying? All right. Take care of yourself. Take care of those close to you. And just remember, there's lots of people out there that haven't seen anybody for a while. Try and look in or touch base with somebody doesn't see many people. Even if it's just a wave through the window. Alright, take care. See you in a little while, actually. It won't be too long. We'll do the Telegram traders video. See you now.